begin any crochet project, we generally start with chaining, whether it be just a couple or many. It almost always starts with a chain stitch. So let's get started here with our hand position. We've got our hook position here. Now, to help you out, it's going to be nice to support your work that's coming off the bottom here with these fingers. So hold on to that end like that. Keeps it from moving around too much as you're trying to pull things through. So hold on to that. Now turn your hook counterclockwise. Imagine you have a clock here on your index finger and you want to draw a line counterclockwise around that clock. We're going to catch this yarn in that circle here. And now we have 2 loops on our hook. The tendency is to do it the other way, to roll clockwise, and then to try to catch the yarn going through this way. But as you can see, what that creates is, well, too many loops on the hook for one thing, and it becomes really bunchy and hard to pull through. So we don't want to go clockwise. Let's go counterclockwise. In front, down, starting down in front and moving back and over. Okay? Down front, yarn over, it's called. So we yarn over and then gently catch this in the hook and pull it through the first loop. Like that. Now we have our first chain stitch. So we can do this again, counterclockwise, yarn over, and then holding on to this to give you a little leverage, pull it through. Now we want to be very careful about how tight we make these stitches. When you're first starting out, it feels difficult to pull this through, so the tendency is to get really tense in your hands, and it becomes extremely difficult to pull through as the loop gets tinier and tinier. Because you see, if you pull too much beforehand, you see how this chokes up on the narrower part of the hook, and it will narrow that loop to the point where you can't hardly even get it through. And I see a lot of beginners do that. They let this fall forward too much and the loop gets tight. So let's try to keep it back. Let's try to keep the first loop back and draw this through it instead of letting the loop come up. So draw the second loop through the first one and leave that loop the same size as it originally was back here. So let's do just a few more. Yarn over counterclockwise, draw it through gently. Try to remain relaxed because that is going to help you the very most when you're starting out here, because we need these nice big loops because when we come back to build on this, we need them to be big enough to where we can insert the hook again. And if they're too tiny, well, that's just not happening. So try and remain relaxed. Now if you start getting stitches that are way too big, something like this, and it's all not uniform and it's kind of getting crazy here, it's really easy to make that stitch shorter. Hold tightly to the bottom of the stitch and then kind of draw the hook back towards you while you hold this finger up. Draw the hook back towards you. And it'll shorten it a little bit. Or a lot of it, however you want. And if it's just not working at all, you can always take your hook out like I just did, pull the hook out, and then pull on the long end to get rid of that stitch. We'll get rid of this other big one too. Insert the hook. And continue on. That's one really great thing about crochet is if you make a mistake, it is so easy to take it out and start over. Just really simple. Okay, and that's the chain stitch. You just do however many the pattern requires, and then you'll be well on your way to getting started here.